For the record, this matter is before the court, and the respondent, Katie Neal's motion to terminate a personal protection order, at the request of Anthony Sadjak. Good afternoon. Also, with court note for the record, Attorney Stephen Roenberg is present, representing the petitioner, Anthony Zajac. So Mr. Roenberg is personally present in court this afternoon, Mr. Zajac.
Sir.
Before we begin, the two of you are not married, but you have a child in common. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes, sir. And a home in common.
And the court would note this is what the court considers to be a bare-boned PPO. Bare-boned PPO. All it prevents you from, Ms. Neal, is from assaulting Anthony. That's illegal anyways. Prevents you from threatening him. That's illegal anyways. Threatening to injure or kill him. And finally, it says, all communication shall be by text message or by app close regarding your child only. Doesn't prevent you from having dinner together, sleeping together. So you got to the burden to prove to this court that this PPO should be set aside. Suggested. You've only had a few phone calls to talk to your son. Obviously, file a motion in the family court case if you want more parenting time, or if there's issues. That can be better addressed in the parenting time case, not this PPO.
Right. Yes, I have went ahead and filed motions a couple times for that, but nothing's getting resolved. We actually had a hearing the 3rd for that. And I understand completely about app close, but I would like to state that I filed this motion for the PPO because we're just here. I think it was February. I've had 3 PPOs on Anthony, which each time he's came in contact with me, talking me into dropping these PPO. And I feel like if he felt that I was a threat to him, he wouldn't have had me originally drop the PPO I had on him. But as well, I was only contacting him on a private number because since January 19th, 2024 at 12:21 a.m. until June 16th, I was not have app close, and I turned in screenshots to back that up because it shows the last time he was on app close and all those days I was messaging him. And when I did call him, it was regarding to talk to my son. I never threatened to harm him. I never assaulted him. I feel like if he was
does not matter, ma'am. This court said all communication should be by app close. The two of you maybe should not have had a child together, but the reality is you did. So all communication, no phone calls by either one of you. You do it by app close, so it's all reduced to writing and it should be regarding your child. It shouldn't be, how's your day today? Should be only regarding the child.
I understand that, but how do I do that if he's not active for 6 months? How do I get in contact with him?
Okay.
These 6 months I've
Mr. Zajac, you need to download the app called App Close and all communication regarding App Close. If Miss Neal files a motion in the family case, I'm going to order that. I'm telling you that right now. The only case before the court this afternoon is this PPO file, but that's what the court would order. So the two of you should communicate. Yeah, you have to communicate. You got a child to get in common. What if there's an emergency? But all communication, and if you need to modify parenting time, but it shall be by app close. So you're not. It's all reduced to writing. We can get records of all your communication rather than calling each other. And that when you call each other, that just results in arguments and it creates more issues. Understand that, Mr. Zajac?
Yes, sir.
Go to the App Store and download the App Close.
Sir, I've been using it for since about the time we were basically together at the time, and I'm there every day. So she's me that I'm not using the app.
Hold on. I don't know what the breakdown is. You're both on App Close. Well, I don't know where the breakdown of communication is. Ms. Neely says he's been on App Close. So Mr. Neely, Mr. Zajac, you need to respond when she communicates with you.
I go days without talking to my son, anything about my son, as a mother that hurt me, and I can only imagine it hurts my son. They try to say I'm mentally unstable. Well, I'm sorry, maybe I am going a little crazy when I'm going days at a time without my son knowing anything. Like, my son's my life. And I'm like, they're not responding to me for like a punishment because I don't want to be with him.
Okay. Mr.
I can show you.
Hold on. The thing before the court today is a PPO. The court's going to deny the request to terminate the PPO. The two of
Well,
you
I-
need to have some structure. It's a very limited.
I
If
do.
you want
I
to
also-
address family court case, you need to file a motion in the family court case, whether it's a DS or a DC or a DP case. File
All
a
right,
motion there, and yes, the court would grant through some of the relief. I can grant much broader relief in that case than I can as PPO.
Also, my PPO, the states I can't harass him, molest him, etc. Well, if he's feeling threatened for his life, why is he coming to my house telling me about his day, how he was injured and wants me to nurture him and to love on him? And I have a hard drive right here. After he got this PPO, he came to my house. He laid next to me. He was filling up on me. He got unclothed and he was. So if he's feeling this way towards me, why did he come to my residence?
The court does not disagree. The court does not disagree. Mr. Zajac, do you want to terminate this PPO? Do you agreeable with her? Or the
No, sir, I'm not agreeable with the
Mr.
motion.
Zajac, why would you then have contact with her? You're used as a sword. This is supposed to be a shield to protect you, Mr. Zajac. Do not have any such contact with Miss Neal. If you're fearful of your personal safety and well-being, you should not be having any such contact.
Yes, sir. That's the way I feel, but the way the personal protection order I got.
The point's been made, Mr. Zajac. I don't have a lot of time this afternoon. Do not have any contact with her if you want this PPO to remain in effect. And you're saying you're opposed to it being terminated.
Yes, and I would basically I would like the third party with her. She ended up giving me a round. She's giving
That's
everything a hard time. She's lying to you right
the
now.
family court case. The only thing we're talking about today is PPO.
I am not lying.
You're fearful of your personal safety and well-being. The two of you are fire and gasoline. So the court's going to deny the request to terminate PPO. It's going to continue. It's very limited. It's a bare bone PPO. It keeps both of you apart. So, Mr. Zajac, do not be reaching out to Miss Neal and ask for a date or to have dinner with you, because obviously you're fearful of your personal safety and well-being. If either of you have any issues regarding parenting time communication, you file that in the family court case.
Yes, sir.
Am I able to get
That's what I told her too on Sunday.
I don't want him coming to my residence and touching me, especially when I'm telling him no. So am I
If he
able
touches you, you call the police. It's an assault and battery. If he touches you without your permission.
I have, and they don't do nothing. So I gave up on the police. I have a video. I have proof right here on this hard drive. Anthony naked, and I'm telling him no. So I don't.
Do not let him in your house. Miss Neal, don't let him in your house. It's real simple. Don't let him in your house.
He kicked in my door.
Called trespass. He should be prosecuted for trespass.
They are saying it's trespassing because he kicked in my door and went to jail that day for assaulting me because that door came and hit me, and he's still coming to my house. This is why
I'm not lying, Katie. Oh my God.
28.
Right, Mr. Roldberg, just one moment, Miss Neal, Mr. Zajac, of course, give Mr. Roldberg an opportunity to talk. Mr. Roldberg.
I can't hear nothing.
They put us in a different room. Just shush.
So, Ms. Neal, if there's any issues, for example, file a motion, the court will, without question, I will guarantee you, I'll order parenting time exchange to occur at the sheriff's department or the Bedford substation, the Dundee Police Department, whatever is easiest for you, so that he has no reason to come to your house. If he comes to your house, he's trespassing. He should be arrested. Mr. Zajac, do not go over to your house.
The system's failing me. That's all I got to say.
They really are.
Tell him, Katie, that's
Mr.
my
Zajac, do not interrupt me, Zajac. Do not interrupt. Miss Neal is talking.
Yes, sir.
When something happens to me, I'm telling you, Monroe County is going to be held accountable. I've had 3 PPO on this man in the past. He keeps coming back into my life. This is getting reversed on me. He's a narcissist. He love bombs me, then gaslights me. Then we have that trauma bond. Then he love bombs me and gaslights me. And everyone's saying that I'm mentally unstable, but it's because I'm abused. I'm abused emotionally, verbally, physically, mentally, sexually. And this is what no one's understanding.
Miss Neal, do not let him in your house. If he comes to your house, you call the police. What happened to Miss Neal? What happened to the PPO? You claim you had a PPO. Is that PPO still in a place that you secured? What happened to the PPO that you obtained?
That PPO what?
What happened to the PPO that you obtained?
It's on me at all times.
No, I thought you said you obtained a PPO against Mr. Zajac. What happened to that?
He had girlfriends messaging me, sending me pictures of guns, threatening to kill me, had in contact with me.
Answer the question.
All right, we're done. All right, you can both zoom out. The court's denying the motion to terminate the PPO. The court's not arguing with the parties, and no one's answering the court's question. Again, terminate him, please. Of course, an order terminating, denying the motion terminated, if you want a copy of that.